Hey fellas, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. In this video I want to talk about why you're afraid to be great. Why your fear is stopping you from being great. I'm just using that title. I'm going to start with a common theme. I was working with a guy yesterday and he said to me that one of his biggest sticking points was that he still lives with his parents, right? And I had a long chat with him and I gave him a real grilling, right? Not a grilling, but you know, in a friendly teacher way. And what was so interesting was, I knew that, I called him out, and of course he appreciated it. I knew that he was bullshitting me, and bullshitting himself. Because I remember when I used the excuse that, oh, I'm not going to go and meet women or take women back because I live with my parents. So stay with me on this video. If you like going very deep into the psychology, it's something I like to do. It's really part of my teaching style. I'm going to go really deep into the psychology as why you're bullshitting yourself, and that is not the real reason. That's a surface level reason. So I'll tell you why I was doing it, I'll tell you why the guy was doing it, and perhaps you're doing it, and I want to go into the fear. So I remember going through this, and it was really difficult when I was living with my parents, and when I would go out and get phone numbers or set dates up with girls, I would pretty much find ways to fuck up the date and not take the girl home, or to move things forward. I'm going to go through some of the feelings and how it made me feel living with my parents. One of the first things it made me feel was really ashamed. It made me feel really ashamed. Secondly, I felt massively embarrassed. All these fears and insecurities all linked. The third one was, and this was painful, it used to hurt my heart. I felt like I wasn't a man. I felt like the guy that walked up on the street or the coffee shop or wherever and exchanged a number. It's not really the guy she thought I was. And if I'm being really honest, I wasn't that guy. I was a fake, I was a phony. And that's what you are right now. You're a fake, you're a phony. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you're inadequate. It's because you're insecure, but it's because you're afraid to be great. It's because you're afraid of your greatness. When I say afraid of your greatness, I'm using that as a bit of a laugh. A bit like a Tony Robbins sort of American catchphrase. What I'm really saying is what Alan Watts says. You're afraid of waking up. You're afraid of who you are. You're afraid of who you are because who you are, as I said in my other video about fighting man and breakdown, who you are is a big responsibility. You being great means having massive success, getting the girl. So when you say to me, oh Johnny, you know, there's no point me going out. I've had guys say to me, there's no point me taking your course, Johnny, signing up, because yeah, I'm really confident you can get me good, I can get numbers and meet women, but what's the point? What's the point? Where am I going to take them? I live with my parents. It's fucking bullshit. You're afraid to move out. You are afraid. You tell me you've got the money. You're just as financially free as I am, if not more. You've got a good job, you've got a good business, but you can't move out from your mum and dad because you're afraid of letting go of your family. And I'll be careful when I say that, because I love my family dearly. When I say let go, I don't mean running away forever. You're afraid of walking the path of taking responsibility. You're afraid of being abandoned psychologically, because this is what this fear does. I've spoken about in my other videos, traumas and fears. So staying with your parents, you get that self-love. Well, as a matter of fact, you don't really get that self-love, you just get a form of love. It feels good, it feels comfortable. You make money, but you find ways to bullshit yourself. And this fear goes back to when you was a young boy. It goes back to the name calling, and when they used to treat you at school, they used to call you names. Maybe you was the shortest guy in the class. Maybe you was like me, you was tall and rangy and skinny and you were very socially awkward. And you was embarrassed by the own sight of your appearance, so you couldn't look at yourself, you couldn't look at other people. So you were so afraid, you needed that shelter obviously from mum and dad. You couldn't take responsibility, so meeting this attractive woman and taking a step and saying, you know what, mum and dad, I love you to bits, but I've got to walk the path, I've got to take responsibility, I've got to be a man, I've got to move out. I'm still going to come and see you, I'm still going to love you with all my heart. It's just that I need my own place, mum. I need a woman, you know, I've got needs. I want to develop myself, I want to start a family, I want to grow my business. I want my friends to be proud of me, I want to show my friends that I can do it, I'm not a loser, you know? So this is what this means. So when you say to me, Johnny, I can't go out and meet women because I live with my parents, it's fucking bullshit. What you're saying to me is, Johnny, I'm afraid of my greatness. I'm afraid of finding out who I am, because to find out who I am, I have to face my fears. And I'm not judging you by no means, because until my late 20s I was still back at my parents, and even when I moved out, well before my breakdown, and I was living with Alina, and I was so in love with her. She was absolutely beautiful. I found a way to ruin that relationship through cheating, through just being a bit of a dick, to be honest, not being a bit of an insecure man, falling out. And I moved back in with my parents, and I didn't enjoy it because it's no fun. It's no fun sleeping on the floor. And I love my family to bits because they're so good. They're always going to be there for me. That's the problem. Because they're always going to be there for you. That's the crutch. That's why you can't move forward. That's why you can't do the things that I'm doing in the videos. You can do them, but you're afraid of it. You're afraid of your greatness. So fucking hell, mate, pull yourself together and fucking move out. You're 39 years of age, or you're 40 years of age, or you're 50, or you're 25. It doesn't matter, you're a man. When does a man become a man? When he's 18, when he's 19, when he has hairs on his chest or hairs on his dick? Pull yourself together and move out. It's not about the PUA community. The PUA community is not going to help you be a man. Not that I know of anyway. They may teach you how to get numbers and how to get laid, and how to get same-day lays and kiss closes and the rest of it, but they're not going to give you the strength and the courage to pull yourself together and move out. So stop fucking bullshit. So stop feeling sorry for yourself. That's what I've done for years. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. And I don't give a shit either. But I do give a shit. Because I do care. That's why I spend money putting these videos out to tell you this. That's why I'm sitting in the fucking rain now, doing this video in the freezing cold, and telling you this is going to save your life. Your friends ain't got the balls to tell you this. Your family won't tell you, because possibly your family are really good like mine, good ethics. Maybe they're afraid to lose you, but you're causing it, you're creating it. They're afraid for you, because they're thinking, fucking hell, we can't let our son move out. He can't even fry an egg. He can't even take the socks out of his bedroom. He can't even tidy his room. He can't even get up in the morning, or he can't even make himself a meal. He can't even say thank you, or he can't even be positive. He's always in a bad mood. He can't even brush his fucking teeth. Remember, guys, when I talk to you, I talk to me, or the old Johnny, because I was like this. So how the hell are we going to let this man move out at 39 years of age? He might have a breakdown, which I did. So that's what's going on. Your family are afraid as well. They're not telling you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. My mum and dad are afraid. They can feel it. We're not stupid humans. We can feel it. So the good news is, if you can move out, you can connect to your greatness, because moving out takes courage. Going out, making that first phone call, going and visiting that first landlord, paying that deposit down, whoa, that's a big step. That's a big step, my friend. I've done it. Moving in that first night, it feels a bit lonely. Going through your phone number, going, I want to call these girls, and trying to get comfortable. But that's how we grow. I spoke about it in my other video. That's deliberate suffering. That's enjoying the process. One guy said to me before, I'm going to be honest with you, Johnny, I'm not fucking enjoying the process. He said those exact words. I looked at him and I said, I understand. And I said, you know what, mate, that's what fucking enjoying the process is about. I'm sorry I'm swearing a lot. It's just because it's coming from a passionate place. So sometimes enjoying the process, most times enjoying the process is suffering. But you don't suffer forever, and you tune into your greatness and you get the results. You start sleeping with a beautiful woman. You have a beautiful woman next to you with silk skin, with beautiful silk skin and lovely smelling hair, and she looks straight into your eyes, and you've attracted this because you've moved out of your parents. And do you know why? Because that same fear, that same thing that stops you moving out, that same feeling is exactly the same feeling to saying to one of your friends that's negative, do you know what, I'm going to be honest, mate. For years and years I've wanted to say this to you. You're a real negative motherfucker. I do love you, but I can't take it no more. And I want to better myself, and I've been afraid to move on because I feel like you might judge me, but I don't care if you judge me. And I really want you to improve as well because I love you, but I can't do this no more. I can't have these negative conversations. I can't talk shit about politics. I don't want to smoke weed no more. I don't want to drink this beer no more because it's not me, it's not who I am. And I'm pretending. I can't pretend no more because it's hurting me on the inside. So moving out of your parents is deliberate suffering. When you deliberately suffer, you start going through bliss. I like the word bliss, it sounds really nice. You go through bliss, you feel really good. You feel so honest. That's what Jeff said to me. When you're aligned, Johnny, no one can blackmail you. You can walk, no one can say, I caught you out. You can't be caught out. So no one can say, you know, You're 39 years of age living with your parents. No one can say. They're going to say you're 39 and you're living in your own place, even if it's a struggle. I don't care if you live in a shitty down one bedroom. You're still a man who's taking responsibility. You're still a man on his path, and a man with purpose, as Viktor Frankl would say. Man search for meaning. That's what I was doing, searching for meaning, going out, meeting and attracting women. But it wasn't about that. Moving out of my parents' place, starting an online business, starting to take responsibility, going into areas where my friends said, I ain't doing that. I ain't going into the boxing ring, I ain't getting punched in the face, I'll do it, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm afraid, but I'll do it. Because I know in doing, it's the doing where we grow. So that's why you're afraid. It's not because you live with your parents, it goes deeper than that. But in order to do it, as I said, got to deliberately suffer, got to face fears, and got to go back into time and face the guy that was too short, or was too bald, or was too tall, or was too socially awkward, or was the guy that got laughed at, or was the guy that never got the girls, because that's not fucking true. That is not true. You're not the guy that doesn't get the girls. You're choosing to be that guy. You are not the 39-year-old man that lives with his parents. You're just choosing that. You're the man who's great, but you don't want to recognise it. And I'm going to promise you, when you start recognising you're great, you get extra help. If you're not a believer, that's fine. I am. I believe in this spiritual power because it's helped me so many times. You'll get help along the way. You might even take coaching with me if you're determined enough. You might join my members area. See the plug there? I want you to go on the members area because for £7 a month, it's going to give you the support you need to change your life. It's not going to do all of it. You've got to do it, but it's going to guide you in, and that's what you need. You need support. But you don't need the. I forgot what the word is called. I don't know. I can't remember. But you don't need this type of petty support. And unfortunately, as much as I love my mum, she's a wonderful woman. You know, as the saying goes, everything I am today and everything I owe is to my mother. Partly my father as well, and to my family and to my nan. I love my nan to bits, I did. My nan is no longer with me, but she was such a kind person. I love her to bits. She'd be so proud of me. So at some stage, we need to start going out and finding that self-love. Because when we can't move out of our family, when we're too afraid to go forward, we don't love ourselves, we don't value ourselves, we constantly need validation from others. And I'm making it sound really dramatic, but it is really dramatic. And when you do these things, you feel empowered. And a lot of this stuff I learned from Alina, and I learned from Russian women, because Russian women don't take any bullshit. If you live with your parents, they'll fucking grill you for it and call you out. Now don't be frightened by that, be inspired by that. Actually do be frightened by that, because being frightened means being inspired. So that's what's going on a very deep level, and I've said it before, I don't want to spoil it for you. When you move out, it's like another reality opens. You go into this reality and everything changes, and no one can bully you no more, all right? And then you do realise your greatness, and what happens is, once you do one thing that frightens you, which could be as trivia to some people as moving out and getting a shared accommodation, or getting a down payment on a mortgage, once you do that, you've got the psychological, physiological, spiritual, emotional understanding and memory of what you had to go through to do that, and you can translate that into another area. And that area can be anything. That area can be approaching and attracting. That area can be starting a relationship. And I know, again, that's another thing I'm going to talk about. Men are terrified to submit themselves to a relationship because they're afraid they're insecure and they want to be in the boys' club. I'm going to leave it here because I feel like I've said enough. But that's the reason why you're not getting women back. It's not because you're at your parents' house. Like and subscribe. Enjoy the process. If you want practical solutions as to build your confidence to go out and to continue and build this template and become this man and find your greatness, click the link below and join my members area. And if you're on the members area already and you really need my help, you want to get in front and talk to me and you want to take my coaching, click the link below, go to www.johnnyberba.com, all the information's there, and check out my life-changing transformation programs. Thank you very much for the support. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. I'll see you next video. Bye.